Hello, and welcome to this video where I essentially will talk about how I am really excited for the Mandalorian and Grogu movie, but like there's an asterisk with that, because I'm, I really want to see this movie. Like, I do. Like, this is the first Star Wars movie in 7 years or so. And, I'm really excited for that, because, like, the last one was The Rise of Skywalker, and I like this movie, I guess. I more so like laughing at it than with it, because of the memes and just, like, how ridiculous and fast-paced this movie is. Like, there's a lot to laugh at when it comes to The Rise of Skywalker. And I really do enjoy those parts of The Rise of Skywalker that are good. I think the beginning is pretty solid. They fly now is fun. I think the lightsaber fights, they aren't necessarily good, but they're good enough. And I really love the ending. The ending is so I get fun. The funny thing is that the first 20 minutes of this movie or that film, and then like the last, whole chunk of the final battle on Exegol are probably the most like, yeah, this should be the movie. And then everything in the middle is just like fast-paced nonsense. But like, it's a Star Wars film. The new Mandalorian movie is a Star Wars movie ultimately. And I love Star Wars. Even now, I still love Star Wars. I remember a decade ago being super excited for The Force Awakens. And I think I will say I think I was more excited for The Force Awakens. Just because, we hadn't had a Star Wars movie in like a decade, and this was being heralded as like the new age of Star Wars. Sure, I think at that point we had like a whole year's worth of new books, and then I think the new comic books, like the new comics themselves, like Jason Aaron's Star Wars, started in 15. Whatever that Rebels prequel book was called, had come out shortly before Rebels. And, so we had sort of started to get these new Disney era projects shortly before The Force Awakens began. And obviously you have Rebels, which is, I think, still a really great show. I love Rebels. So, yeah, like, I was super excited for The Force Awakens, and I think it's a bit different with The Mandalorian and Grogu, movie, because I do like The Mandalorian show. I think season 1, in particular, is really great. It's a really strong season 1, and then I think they just tried to do too many things when it came to making, the show more about Star Wars as a whole. Like, I do think that season 1, and I thought about this last night. I think season 1's really good, and I think if the show just kind of came out and everyone's like, "Oh yeah, this was like really good Star Wars. Like, this is what we want from Star Wars," Disney and all the studio execs would have been like, "Okay, cool. Here's another season, and continue the story." And I do think the continuation of The Mandalorian would have been, let's find more Mandalorians. But then The Mandalorian turned out to be one of the biggest shows starting this decade. So then they're like, we gotta introduce more Star Warsy elements. We can't just have more Mandalorians. We gotta have Ahsoka and Bo-Katan and Luke. And, we have to make this such an integral part of the Star Wars mythology now. And I'm more so excited when it comes to this movie just to sort of see it. Like, honestly. Because I think that, I don't know, like, I literally just had this thought. I was like, okay, I have like I have like an hour or so to make like a video, but I'm not quite sure what I want to make the video about. Like, here's our topic. So I'm sort of just absorbing it now, and I also kind of like made an Instagram like story about it. I've even made a thumbnail for the Mandalorian Grogu review. For those who don't know, I typically like to plan my Star Wars Day videos like around this time. So like I'm sort of in the Star Wars swing, if you will, of wanting to know what I'm doing. But no, like in all seriousness, I'm excited, and I want to watch the Mandalorian movie. But like it's more so to just sort of like watch it and absorb it. I'd almost rather, and I'm sure that this would never happen. I'd almost rather just get the Blu-ray first, so I can just like sit down, watch it as many times as I want, really absorb it, really think about it, and just sort of be able to just like sit with it, because I think that's kind of where I'm at, specifically with that movie, because like I'm sure that I'm going to enjoy it. It's Star Wars. It's the Mandalorian. I love the Mandalorian. I love Star Wars. And I know it will be fun. And I know that there's a lot of people who are saying like, oh, we're like 3 months out now, and like we still don't know anything. Well, we do. There is a plot synopsis out there. If I remember correctly, the Mandalorian and Grogu will be about the titular Mandalorian and Grogu going on another adventure where they have to, for some reason, for the rebels, protect or find Jabba the Hutt's son, Rada. And Rada will be, of course, played by the guy from The Bear. And I think like Zeb is supposed to be there. I think that's kind of right now what we understand the plot synopsis to be. And I am excited for that movie. Like I am excited for the Mandalorian and Grogu. But like it's more so just to sort of like watch it and experience it. I want to be able to be like, oh yeah, that was fun. Like I want to, I've thought about this. I already plan on watching it twice. I'm gonna watch it once with my uncle and my grandfather, and then a little after that, I'll take my mom, because my mom loves. The first group I love watching movies with them. That particular uncle got me into watching film and loving film. He's half the reason I love film. And then of course my mom loves Baby Yoda, so I got her a Baby Yoda shirt. She's gonna wear it. We're gonna go see the movie. And I'm very excited to go both times to see the movie but I'd almost rather, and I'm sure that this would be very bad for content creating, I'd almost rather go the first time and just be able to enjoy it as a Star Wars fan, and then go a second time and actually have to review it. Of course, now I'm gonna like probably do that in reverse. I'll probably just be like, okay, look, I'm just gonna watch this, enjoy this as a Star Wars fan with Mom. But like, and that's almost who I'd rather, and that's who I'd rather do that with. Of course, is my mother. But like, yeah, I'm sure I'd have to first time watch it, review it, and then second time enjoy it as a fan. But like, I don't know. I just sort of want to do it the reverse of how I should do it, because I don't know. I just kind of want to be able to just enjoy Star Wars, and I think it's just sort of funny. I think I have that with a lot of movies. Like I kind of wish that I was able to do that with like No Way Home, No Way Home, almost. But like, I sort of, there are movies where I can turn that on and then turn it off and stuff like that. But like, I kind of wish that I could do it with The Mandalorian. And I think that's kind of like the ultimate point, is that I am excited for the film. I've talked about the numbers before. What video was that? I've talked about like, excitement numbers, where it's like on a scale of 1 to 10. I think I'm 6, honestly, because I am excited for the Mandalorian and Grogu, but I more so just want to watch it and like, just be able to enjoy it and have fun. Very similar to, I think, just watching like a comedy, or I will say I watched Predator Badlands Like, obviously, I had to go back home and review it for you guys. Because I was literally a month late on that video. But, like, I just want to kind of, like, sit down and be like, hey, this was fun. You know, I recommend it. I don't recommend it. You know, stuff like that. I just want to... So, I don't know. Maybe I'll end up doing that. Where I'll be like, okay, look, here's the lowdown on how I felt about the Mandalorian and Grogu movie. I had fun. I enjoyed it. It's good. And I don't know. I want to say that in, like, I guess 3 months. Because I am excited. Like I said, I made a thumbnail for the video already. I think it looks very pretty. And yeah, I don't know. I'm excited for the film. So comment below, let me know. Granted, I don't have Solo right now for reasons that I shall not get into because I want to be mysterious. Comment below, let me know, out of the current 5 Star Wars films that we've gotten from Disney, what is your favorite? My answer has to be Rogue One. I love Rogue One. I love the cinematography. I love the characters. I think it's a really fun film. It balanced comedy, action, I think, really well. It also was, I think it also paired with Andor, although I love it separate from Andor. I think it does a really good job at sort of, like, culminating all of, like, what Star Wars represents really well. You know, rebellion, hope, family, loyalty, all that kind of stuff. Like, it encapsulates that really well. And also, this might be blasphemy, I do think that it's better than Andor. Andor is far too depressing, and I've said that in both of my reviews of Andor. Depressing, very depressing. But yeah, there you go. And then, of course, The Force Awakens is, like, a close second, because I love The Force Awakens. Still do. Still love it. Yeah, comment below, let me know. Are you excited for the Mandalorian and Grogu movie? What is your favorite Disney or Star Wars film? What is your favorite season of The Mandalorian? I already said it's season 1, because I think season 1 is just, like, really fun. It's not perfect. You know, The Prisoner and The Gunslinger still exist. Those aren't really good episodes. The Prisoner, in my opinion, is frankly the worst episode of the entire show. But no, like, it was really... I think that show is still, like, really good, even though I know a lot of people didn't really like season 3. And I'm kind of curious to sort of see how I feel about season 3 in, like, a few months when I have to rewatch the whole show. And, yeah, so remember, the God, He made you special. He loves you very much. Hope you had a very lovely day. Hope you had a very lovely week, as always. God loves you. I love you. And may the Force be with you.